Business Voice presents Presidential Trivia.
Although George Washington did not really sport wooden teeth, historians are pretty sure he had bionic lips. Through DNA analysis, we now know that Richard Nixon would have loved the prop comic Carrot Top. And while Herbert Hoover approved the Star-Spangled Banner as the national anthem, he actually preferred the song Gangsta's Paradise by Coolio. William Howard Taft was the first president to assume a lower position after leaving the White House, when he became Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. Taft's distinction stood until Lyndon Johnson left office to take a part-time gig at the Shoney's Big Boy in Brownsville, Texas.
A tribute to America's presidents from Business Voice.
It's true. John Quincy Adams enjoyed nude swims in the Potomac River. Since Adams was so often seen naked by passers-by, it was during his presidency that we first heard the term the executive branch. To indulge his obsession with oblique-angled equilateral parallelograms, Dwight Eisenhower had the Oval Office reshaped into a rhombus.
Obscure presidential trivia from Business Voice.
Not many people realize that Thomas Jefferson's nickname was Wheezy, or that while President Ronald Reagan performed all his own stunts, or that President James K. Polk's CB handle was J-Po. And few recall that our 10th president, John Tyler, sired 15 children, a feat that earned him several nicknames, including Johnny Likes It, the father of half his country, and Old Hot and Now. Alliteration was all the rage during the early 20th century. Between 1912 and 1928, Americans elected Woodrow Wilson, Calvin Coolidge, and Herbert Hoover. It was FDR who put a stop to the annoying pattern by changing his name from Rudy Roosevelt.
Stump your friends with these presidential tidbits.
While in college, our heaviest president, William Howard Taft, majored in pie eating. He was also known to keep small hams in his pants to avoid those long walks to the kitchen. And James Madison was our shortest and lightest president. However, at 11 pounds 3 ounces, he still holds the White House record for heaviest genitals. True, Abraham Lincoln was the first president to sport a beard while in office, but years earlier, Millard Fillmore would often use state dinners as an excuse to break out his rainbow fright wig. And in the late 1870s, President Rutherford B. Hayes tried to set a good example for the country by banishing liquor and wine from the White House. He was later labeled a hypocrite after inventing the crack pipe.